Hi, it's Amanda again from Adventures with FitNyx. I've got another video unboxing to do for you today. Today we're going to open up, it's not a box this time, it's an envelope, but this is the Sapphire Soul January mailing. Sapphire Soul is a box that I have received a couple of times and am totally in love with. It's a yoga, meditation, mindfulness, kind of holistic lifestyle monthly subscription box. So you pay a monthly fee, and then every month you get one of these in the mail, or something like this. And the boxes usually are curated around a monthly theme. Like, for example, my first one was in October. I got a box themed around the Hamsa, which is a mystical symbol that's been around for a long time. I fell in love with the box from that one, and I've received a couple more since. But now I'm going to start actually taking a video when I open them up so you guys can see my goodies at the same time as I can. So this one, packaged in a giant sapphire mailing envelope, which is kind of cool because it is Sapphire Soul. The January edition is called New Moon Wishing. And down here on the bottom of the tag, you can maybe see there, you can make a wish, you can make it happen, you will make 2016 the best year ever. That's what New Moon Wishing is all about. So let's have a look and see what we have inside. Alright, so first thing I'm going to pull out here is actually the Get Golden in 2016 folder here, which contains the bulk of this month's mailings. So here we have, this is what this one's all about, the New Moon Wish Guide. See there? So the New Moon Wish Guide is actually kind of guidelines for creating your own personal ritual around creating wishes and then actively pursuing them. And I actually did talk to Allison, who is the curator and creator of Sapphire Soul boxes, and she put this together to be kind of a way to encourage people to be more active in pursuing the things that they want. You know, wishing for something is one thing, but actively wishing and taking steps to make that wish come true is a really important part of, you know, actually making things happen in your life. You can sit back and say, oh, I wish this, I wish that, I wish that, but you might never get it. It actually reminds me, sorry blondes, but I'm going to throw a blonde joke in here. But there used to be this blonde joke I heard way back where a blonde kept going to church and she was praying for God to help her win the lottery. And every week she would go pray and she'd say, oh, I lost my car because I can't make the payments. And oh, I've just lost my job. I need the money. Help me win the lottery. And week after week she doesn't win. And so she finally goes back to God and says, my house is gone. My car is gone. I have no job. I'm homeless. Why won't you help me win the lottery? And God finally responds and says, I'd love to help you, but you got to go buy a ticket. So that is what New Moon Wishing is kind of all about, is buying a ticket so that you can win your lottery. And this guide has got step-by-steps to how to create a ritual of your very own. So Allison gives you kind of a framework for a ritual that she's created, but one of the most important things to realize is that any of these rituals you make should be your own. So you can use her. Here we have, you know, dropping things. We'll put that over there. Here we have her ideas for how to create a sacred space. And sacred space means different things to different people. You know, this may be a home altar where you actually have, you know, some representation of whatever deity it is that you recognize. It may just be a small corner of your house where you have a yoga mat and, you know, burn some incense. There's a couple different ways you can create sacred.
Some camera issues. Nope, we're back. Sorry if that skipped out a little bit. Anyway, sacred space, one thing that's covered in here, there's a list in here. I just saw it. There's a list in here of sacred stones that are associated with the moon. There's a guide to moon phases, so you can understand when is the best time for celestial energy to help you pursue what it is that you would like to pursue.
to make the wishes that you want to make, and to use that that energy. We have here like a moon calendar, to use the right energies to help encourage your personal practice, the actual act of you going out and going after these things. Here we go. Must have moon crystals. I knew that was in there somewhere. So again, she gives you ideas and suggestions, but very heavily encourages you to make them your own. You don't want to just borrow somebody else's ritual if it's not working for you. So there's a lot of ideas for how to get started, but also a lot of encouragement to find your own way. Also, in my little folder here, there's this really cool bookmark, Sapphire Soul bookmark. I've got a few cards here from the Dive In deck, which I actually got in a previous month's box, but not everyone gets the same thing in every box. This one, everyone does get the New Moon Wishing Guide, but the little add-ons are a little bit different, so that if somebody opens theirs before you, the surprise isn't totally lost. So these Dive In deck cards are actually meant to help inspire you to think deeper about yourself, to give you things to reflect on, or even just to start conversation, like this one. When have you surprised yourself? Great conversation starter. But then you've got other things like practicing unconditional love takes courage. And that one's more of a kind of a personal mantra that maybe you could take on, or just a thing to think about throughout a day that's particularly tough. And the last one is, what does going with the flow feel like? And I think that's actually a great card, and that might actually inspire some blog posts down the line, so keep an eye out. So I did get those Dive In deck cards, a little teaser if you haven't already gotten the deck. And then New Moon Abundance checks, and these are actually explained a little more in the New Moon Wishing Guide. And it's basically a commitment to yourself that you're going to pursue particular goals, and that you're going to do them, for your own personal, prosperity, which is more than just money. It's emotional well-being, it's physical well-being, it's happiness, it's so many different things. So get golden in 2016. We're starting out with New Moon Wishing, with the new moon in January, first new moon of the year, and it's a great way to kind of kick off the tone of the year for not just saying you're going to get something, but actually going after it. So definitely check that out. And if you missed the January mailing, you can actually still get the New Moon Guide. It is available for independent purchase without the extra add-ons through sapphiresoul.com. All right, let's see what other goodies we got here. So appropriately, we got the Moon Incense, which is going to be awesome to burn during my new moon wishing ritual. I wonder what that delicious smell is when I open the bag. I got a gem-filled pen. You can see in there all the little gemstones. This is great because part of the New Moon Wishing Guide is actually like a workbook, so there are some places to write things down. And then, of course, it also suggests keeping a journal, keeping track of your wishes and the things that you do towards manifesting those wishes. So pen is a good thing to have. You can start your journal. You can start writing, keep track of things, see your results. And as usual, I'm sure with anything that you get with Sapphire Soul, the gemstones have been infused with positive energy to help you achieve your goals. So that's a nice little addition. And then last thing I've got in here is a little pouch. Looks like I've got some moonstone in here. So anytime Sapphire Soul sends you a gemstone, you get a gemstone card that explains what the stone is and what it's used for. Moonstone seems appropriate for new moon wishing. And oh gosh. Wow. So I got a new moon pendant. It's moonstone and quartz, which I believe was on the list of top moon gems. This is absolutely beautiful, and definitely something that I'm going to keep around for a while. It came in its own little moon and stars pouch, which, it's a little thing, but it's a cute extra that goes along nicely with the rest of the theme. So yeah, beautiful moonstone with the quartz pendant. along with the moon incense, the pen, and the goal finding guide, the new moon wishing guide, and a few preview dive-in deck cards. So a pretty cool and well-focused box, even though it was an envelope this time. As usual, Sapphire Soul stays very much on point with their monthly theme. Like I said, the Hamsa one that I received, everything was great. It was all on point. I also received in December a Sacred Celebrations box, which was also very much on point. Incense and stones and things like that really tied into the idea of sacred celebration, end of the year, looking back, learning from the year that you've gone through and moving forward, which then leads right into new moon wishing, which is setting yourself up for success in a new year. So as usual, 2 huge thumbs up for Allison Daly and Sapphire Soul. I can't wait to see what February is going to bring. February's theme is What Color is Your Love? And it's a kind of a Valentine's theme box. And from the teasers that I've seen, it looks like a box of chocolates that's all gemstones. So anyone who's a crystal junkie, spiritual junkie, any of these, anybody who loves holistic types of practices, this box is probably for you. So check it out. Check out all of the Sapphire Soul items. You can also back order samplers from months that you've missed, and they also have a store of individual items. So many of the items that are featured, not so much in this box besides the dive-in deck cards, but many times you'll see another vendor, another holistic lifestyle vendor featured in the box with a product or two. You can buy some of their products at Sapphire Soul, or you can find links to where you can purchase them if there's something you really loved and you want to get it for someone else. Oh.
So that is Sapphire Soul January, New Moon Wishing. I've got a full review on the blog coming up. You can find that link down in the comments. Also a link directly to Sapphire Soul so you can find out more about what they're about and order your own. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.